Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Fathers. Last time, we met our friend Detective Mosley, voiced by Mark Hamill, and finally saw a crime scene involving the voodoo murders. So that'll help with our research for our book. So that's the whole point of this game, is just research voodoo for our book. Nothing else is going to happen. Write the book and be successful. That's the goal. That's it. We also met a lady named Molly Getty. She's rich. She's hot. That's pretty much all we really know about her. But there was this cutscene involving her, so I'm assuming she'll be significant in some other way. Anyway, let's head over here. There's a voodoo doll here, so I'm assuming this person will know about voodoo. Whoever works here.
Hi.
That's quite the high you gave. Let's take a look
The
around.
sign say, Special Saint Jean Flagnape, free bottle of lover come back to me oil, or master gambling oil, with every purchase over $50.
Lagniappe. My French is lousy, but everyone in New Orleans knows what that means. A little something extra.
Yeah. So yeah, this game has all sorts of languages. You got your Cajun English, you got your German, you got your French, and I really no language expert. Like, I can kind of understand things that have some similarities to English or Spanish, but and some other random things here and there. But beyond that,
The mask appears to be made from a real crocodile head. It's a mannequin wearing a crocodile mask.
interesting.
The poster reads, Power will be yours when you use Papa Legba's power-drawing incense and Master Power oil. Price to pay.
Think I'll pass on that.
The Dixieland drugstore is crammed from top to bottom with strange merchandise, some or all of which seem to be related to the practice of voodoo.
You're gonna wear a hole on that one spot you're cleaning.
The glass jars contain a number of things Gabriel can't identify.
And wouldn't want to.
A variety of cloth dolls are arranged above the shelves, each impaled with a single silver pin.
Didn't have to be that slow and dramatic about it, but okay, I get it.
In this case are super concentrated fixing oils and packages of pins.
What's this up here?
Small bags made of felt and flannel hang from the ceiling.
Those are gris-gris. They're for the magic. No guarantees, though, you know.
How did you know I was looking there? Can you hear the narrator too? Can everyone hear this narrator? That would be really inconvenient if we need to do something sneaky.
The entire shelf is stocked with containers of High John the Conqueror root powder. The entire
Same thing. Alright.
The dust on those boxes is older than Gabriel. The proprietor doesn't look especially friendly. His business probably doesn't depend on walk-ins.
Well, let's see what he has to say about voodoo.
Hi there. Is this your store?
This is a Dixieland drugstore, and I own it, me. Name's Walker. Willie Walker.
His name's Willie. Alright, let's interrogate
Mind
him.
if I ask you a few questions?
Ask what you want. I'll answer what I want.
Fair enough.
Can you tell me what you know about voodoo?
This is a novelty shop, monsieur.
Sure.
Do you think I'm stupid? This is a voodoo shop. Look at all this stuff.
These are novelties, curiosities. If people want to think they're magic, it's not my concern, you know.
And I think that's fair. You can can sell whatever you want as long as people will buy it, and what they do with it isn't really your concern, unless it's like explosives or something.
Are you telling me that you own a voodoo shop, but you know nothing about voodoo practices?
Ça fait n'est pas affaire blanc.
What does that mean?
My business.
Means you should mind your own business.
I should mind your business. Felt like it was something along those lines.
Look, I'm researching voodoo for a book.
I don't have your answers, B. Do you want to buy something, monsieur?
I've never seen Monsieur abbreviated that way. Usually, like if I'm reading like a book that has like French names, it'll just be an M. Alright, fine. Voodoo
What do you
murders.
know about the voodoo murders?
Cabri's Saint-Cour.
What did you say?
Nothing, nothing. Those killings have nothing to do with my shop, monsieur.
Complete Saint-Cour. I actually do know what that means, Gabriel, because of the context of the game. But you'll have to figure that out yourself. Well, we'll figure it out eventually. Don't worry. You don't have to look it up. It's better if you don't. Keep the mystery. You know that? All that?
What do you know about...
Monsieur,
Okay. Nothing relevant there.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
I've lived here all my life, me.
And...
What can you...
I'm a busy man, monsieur. I don't get out of my neighborhood much.
Alright. Snakes.
Do you know anything about snakes?
What kind of snakes?
The kind they use in voodoo?
Pythons and boas. So I've heard.
Really? Do you have one?
Are you crazy? What would I want with a python?
Well, we do have a scale, so perhaps it came from a python or a boa, one of the two.
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
It's the biggest night of the year.
What goes on exactly?
I couldn't say.
Sure, buddy.
What's the significance?
I've said all I...
Alright. And because we asked him about that, we can now ask people about Gabriel Saint-Cour.
What did you mean when you said Cabri Saint-Cour?
I didn't say that.
You did. I heard you say it.
You heard wrong, monsieur. I said no such thing.
I'm not a huge fan of this guy, but we are kind of up in his grill, so... Anyway.
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
Man, I don't even know what language that is.
I'm assuming that's German.
Tell me about yourself.
My name's Willie Walker. I own the place.
Tell me about yourself. How did you get into this kind of business?
Why should I discuss my business with you, man?
Okay, he just said the same thing over again, and luckily he did because something popped up right my screen when he was saying that, so I get to cut that out. Yay! Alright. That's all we can get from him. Oh well. Let's get on out of here. There's so many different icons that right-clicking doesn't seem the best option in this case to get to the next one. Alright, so let's see. Where do I want to go next? Oh yeah, we need to go back and talk to Mosley some more. See if he has any other information for us. Back in the police station. Jeez, why does this place have so many
Got a second,
female
officer?
officers?
What can I do you for? I'm here to see Detective Mosley.
He's in his office. Go on back.
Alright, let's go. Yeah, you have to do that before you can go back. Sure. So his office should be right here.
Mosley, my man.
Knight, come on in.
So here we are in Mosley's office.
Art prints of the mall variety. Nice polyester. Looks like something Mosley keeps around for formula cake.
Looks like Mosley gets a nice view too, every so often.
Logs of unsolved cases, perhaps? Mosley must have 1,000,000 of them. Police department memos and other didactic blurbs.
How exciting. And look at this piece of modern technology right here. Oh, wait.
Who's that? Frank's. What a babe, huh?
Mosley's desk has more drawing on it than on his head. A microwave. If Gabriel knows Mosley, this is used exclusively for frozen corn dogs.
Ew, frozen corn dogs are gross. I like the freshly made kind of you like it at carnivals and stuff.
Mosley was one of those beefy guys in his youth. Now he's getting lucky. The badge in his front coat pocket is set off particularly well by the gold polyester of his jacket.
Alright, without further ado.
So, how's it hanging, bud?
Lousy. I hate crime scenes. People are sick fucks. You know that,
Oh,
man?
hey there.
I'm starting to get that impression.
I'm not sure there's been a serial game before this that's been so vulgar. We'll probably leave you soon, Larry. But let's interrogate him.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
If you ever wanted to hear Mark Hamill say the F word, there you go.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
There's voodoo that goes on in this city, sure. I looked into it a bit at the beginning of this case. But the voodoo stuff found at the crime scenes is all fake. It doesn't have anything to do with the real stuff. I know. I asked some experts. It's intimidation tactics, that's all.
So there might not even have anything to do with the voodoo murders.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
I told you, don't worry.
Alright.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Lots. Can you be more specific?
Ooh, we get some more options with this because he actually knows stuff about it.
Do you know anything about the killers?
At least 20 people attend the killings. We know this from the variety of footprints found at the scene.
Footprints? Aren't those as good as fingerprints?
Can be, but we'd have to have a suspect in custody first, and the suspect would have to match one of the few distinct prints we have. Most of the footprints are smudged, trodden over, unreadable. These guys are so casual in their expertise, it's maddening. Like they know we'll never find them.
Interesting. I'm curious, if this has murders have nothing to do with real voodoo, then why are we even here? Oh, well, let's just keep asking away. Maybe there'll be something for a book.
How many murders have there been so far?
7 murders have so far been linked to the voodoo murders case. Now, the first murder occurred about 8 weeks ago. The M.O. was the same in each murder. Lake Pontchartrain was the 7th.
What kind of evidence have you found?
No fingerprints, a few bare footprints. Found a few fibers, but not many. The weirdest one was leopard fur.
Really?
Leopard fur? Describe the crime scenes.
Now there's the corpse itself, minus the heart. Around where the body was killed, we find marks of flour and blood. There are traces of wax from candles, red and black. Ordinary wax candles, so the lab reports. Also blood and feathers of chickens. Also goat's blood. And plenty of the victim's own, of course.
I don't know, that seems like a lot of trouble to go to make a fake voodoo ritual.
What's the coroner say?
The victim's heart is always ripped out of the chest and missing. We haven't located a single one of them.
Lovely. Any idea what they do with them?
Don't even want to know. Also, the coroner says some of the victims had heart attacks before the incision. Literally scared to death.
You can't blame them.
The knife wounds are consistent with a long, narrow, wavy-edged knife. Probably a ritualistic dagger.
Please, we're going to be discovering the Temple of Doom here anytime soon? Ripping hearts out of chests. Who does that?
Any witnesses?
Nope. There's never been a single witness. No one's even heard a disturbance. It's damned weird. Like they just don't want people to see, and so nobody sees nothing.
Know anything about the victims?
The victims are all out-of-towners. We still don't know why.
Oh, nothing, never mind.
Sure, no problem.
So, luckily, he told us a lot about the voodoo murders, so we've explored that a bit.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
You and me grew up together. You tell me. It's a pretty nice place, even seeing the stuff I see. You know. The quarter's getting a bit too wild. Getting hard to control. Not quite what it was when you and me used to hang here, but... hell, I've never known anything else.
So they're childhood friends. I guess that's some exposition for you.
Do you know anything about snakes?
The only thing I know about snakes is I don't like them.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
That's coming up, isn't it?
We get some occasional weirdness in the quarter, but nothing much.
Used to have a lot of strange things happen, though, or so I hear.
Strange things like what?
What can you tell me about...
I don't know much.
Oh, well, you don't tell us any more about what strange things. How about Cabrit Saint-Clair?
Do you have any idea what Cabrit Saint-Clair means?
Hell no. Is that French? My mother spoke it, but I always had a hard enough time just speaking English.
True enough. Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
No. Ha! Is that anything like a Chuck Yeager?
I don't think there's any relation.
Jaeger. Is it Jägermeister?
Tell me about yourself.
For the book?
Sure, why not?
Okay, what do you want to know?
They're best friends, but you asking about himself. That's kind of awkward, but okay.
How'd you like working on the police force?
Are you kidding? You know I love being a cop. In New Orleans, it's the best place in the world to be one.
What are your plans for the future?
Well, you know, I don't like to count my chickens before they're hatched, but I don't see why I can't be the chief of police in New Orleans someday. I already know the mayor, and my record is one of the best in the department.
I'm sure it's just a matter of moments, mostly.
Yeah, you'll see.
Yeah, you make fun of him, but he is quite a bit more successful than you are from what I've seen, Gabriel, so, yeah, I might want to keep that ego in check.
Got any hobbies?
Yeah, making your life miserable.
I'm serious. Don't you shoot or chew or something like that?
Shooting is a hobby.
No, I'm a freaking ballet dancer. Jeez. Yeah, I was #1 at the Louisiana State Fair Marksman Contest. I play trumpet, too. You know, put your lips together and blow.
Okay. Chewing is a hobby. Would you like to consider smoking a hobby? I don't...
How's your home life?
Oh, real funny, Knight. Why don't you just bring in some freaking salt?
What?
Well, you know Andy left me.
Aw.
My home life is shit.
Right. Sorry about that.
This is a vulgar no less OBA.
Just tell me anything at all.
Remember how we used to play monkey in the middle? We used to piss off our senior year teacher. What was her name? Ms. McKelly? You'd act like you were going to toss her an eraser or something. Then you'd throw it to me over her head. And we used to do it at your grand's, too. Like with the remote when she wanted to watch her soap.
It's not nice.
Yep. And it was a great way to pick up women in the library hall. Oh, those were the days. Just tell me anything at all.
You know, my doctor told me I've got a little family of ulcers starting. I wish this case would end so I could get some raspberry chain.
Yikes.
Just tell me anything at all.
My back hurts.
Oh, well, thank you for that. I guess that applies to
Just
anything
tell
at
me
all.
anything at all.
For the book, I wanted to be an astronaut when I was young. Or a fireman.
Fascinating.
Well, you still got an awesome job, I think. Good job
Just
to have.
tell me anything at all.
I'm 6'2".
You are not.
Oh, come on. I'm close enough. Just ride me up that way.
Oh, God. Just tell me anything at all.
You know, I kind of like women with dark hair.
Hey, me too.
Yeah, I know. It's a regular thing with you.
Now that grace.
You're on your own with that one, pal. I don't even want to know.
Don't be jealous, Gabriel.
Just tell me.
Remember?
Okay. And we've exhausted
Oh, no.
that. So, case status.
What's the status on the Voodoo Murders case?
It's going. Can't seem to make any progress, though. Sluggish damn case. It's weird.
What's the status?
Yours filled it?
How about getting me some coffee?
Coffee? You want coffee?
Should that surprise you?
Nah, you've always been a caffeine addict. It's just that what we got here hardly qualifies.
So, I'm desperate.
It's your stomach. I'll get you some when we're done talking.
That long?
All right, I'll go now.
Oh, I guess he can get us coffee. What's that do for us? Well, for now,
Don't
nothing.
touch anything while I'm gone.
But just remember that he's nice enough to go out and get coffee and leave you alone in his office. Can we touch anything?
Gabriel doesn't see anything of interest.
Oh, alright.
Here, drink it.
Thanks.
Thanks, Mosley.
Can I ask you?
So, photographs.
I got those photographs you left for me.
Really? Great. What'd you think?
Astonishingly lifelike.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Got any more ideas for photos for the book?
Actually, let's leave that for later.
Nope.
Okay, but you shouldn't underestimate the power of Beefcake.
The power of Beefcake. I now have the title for this episode. Oh my gosh.
Do you know anything about the patterns around the bodies?
Yeah, weird, huh? All 7 victims had those little marks around. We got all the marks on file, but we haven't figured out what, if anything, they mean.
Insult him, yes.
Have you ever called the hair club for men?
I'd rather have no hair than your hair, Knight.
Your hair looks like some sort of tentacle monster trying to creep out of your scalp.
So how'd you ever find anything in this office? It looks like ground zero.
Hey, I get my job done. I'm a detective, not Betty Crocker.
Trying for a real estate job with that coat?
No. Are you trying out for a janitorial job with that hair?
Are those new shoes? What are those, hush puppies? Kind of a mud brown suede kind of a thing?
Hey, I'm on my feet all day, all right? Is that okay with you?
Mostly. I'm being perfectly sincere.
Yeah, you and my grandmother. Right.
This reminds me of King's Quest 7? Yeah, 7.
You know, you have a unique way of wearing clothes that's, well, the way they hang, kind of pleating over that stomach of yours, drooping off of your butt.
We can't all have the body of a 12-year-old like you, Knight.
Wait, there is something else about this.
Can I see the other 6 patterns?
Sure. People like that kind of stuff, don't they? Might make the book seem more mysterious. Go talk to Officer Franks. Tell her I said you could see the file.
Okay, yeah, that's something you need to do. I almost forgot that.
You know, if you started carrying a lollipop around, you might get more respect as a detective.
Go to hell.
Have you ever called the hair club?
Okay. What, is he just trying to be a white shaft? Alright, so we've interrogated Detective Mosley a bit about the murders, and we can talk to Officer Franks, about wow about the case file and ask for it. So what will we find in the case file, and see if we can get some of that information to take home with us. Well, you are just going to have to see how I manage that next time on Let's Play Gabriel Knight, The Sins of the Fathers. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.